Hello, full-time and part-time competitive team, parents and students. Today, we will be reviewing your guide to achieving the Sandra Amodio Dance Studio makeup look. Part-time team students are required to wear the mandatory Russian Red MAC lipstick, as are full-time competitive team members. In addition to the lipstick, full-time competitive team members are also required to wear the MAC Blush Baby Blush, MAC 6 eyelashes, MAC eyeshadow in nylon, and a choice of MAC eyeshadow in espresso for lighter complexions and brune for darker complexions. So to begin, we're going to moisturize the skin. I'm using a natural moisturizer and a flat brush. Okay, the next step is to apply a base, so a good foundation. We recommend a long wear foundation. Again, the day is long at competition, so you don't want to be constantly reapplying. Okay, so I'm going to start from the center of the face and work my way out. The next step will be to apply a loose powder to the face to set the foundation. So I'm going to use a loose brush. The looser the bristles are, the less dense the makeup coverage will be. So I'm just gonna knock any excess off my brush by tapping it on my wrist. And I'm just gonna lightly brush the face with powder to reduce any shine and to set the makeup in place. The next step is applying our blush. We're going to use Blush Baby. It's a MAC product. I'm going to begin by asking Elena to smile for me. And I'm going to apply my first bit of blush to the apples of her cheeks. I'm lightly dabbing and then brushing upward along the cheekbone into the hairline. Now that we've applied our base makeup, we're going to get started on the eyes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to apply our espresso eyeshadow. You're going to want to have a contouring brush for the eye. It's pretty tight bristles. So we're going to begin by just lightly coating the brush in the darker eyeshadow, which is our espresso color. Okay, once I've fully coated the brush, once again, just going to tap the brush lightly, getting the makeup down into the brush. Next thing I'm going to do, because we're working with a dark color, is I'm just going to put a little pad underneath my model's eye so that it can collect any fallout from the eyeshadow and we don't ruin the makeup we've already done. So I'm going to get Elena to open her eye for me and look up. I'll place this right underneath her eye and close for me. Thank you. And I'm just going to pull eyelid tight. The best way to apply contour on the eye is to think of a V shape. So we're just going to start at the top V of the V and then come in along the bottom V. And we're going to go back and forth like that, blending our color. The next thing we're going to do is apply our highlight, which is nylon, another MAC product. Okay. I'm either going to clean off the brush I was previously using, or I'm going to come in with a bit of a flatter, tighter brush to apply this color. So the highlight just serves to make the eyes really pop and creates a contrast between the dark and the light part of the eye. If you can open one more time and look up for me, put the pad right under the eye and close. Good, and then try not to squint. I'm going to pull the eye tight. I'm just gonna apply this to the center of the eye, working my way out. And just gently dabbing the highlight in the center of the eye, blending into a darker color. Okay. I'm also going to apply my highlight just underneath the brow. And there you have it. One eye is complete, so you can see dark color just comes off the lid. Highlight pops on the center of the eyelid, and we've got our highlight up along the brow. So you always want to have a eyebrow brush on hand. So for me, I just have a clean mascara wand here. I'm just going to brush the brows up and out. Want to have a nice, clearly defined brow. Brows really frame the face and, you know, are responsible for creating a lot of the expression in the dancer's face on stage. There's two ways to build out the brow. You can either take a light colored brow pencil and just draw in along the brows, hair that's already there. Okay, the other way we can do this is with a little bit of eyeshadow. So you're gonna wanna take your espresso eyeshadow one more time, dab just a little bit on a thin brow brush, making sure to knock out any excess makeup, and then you're just gonna drag it along the brow, coloring it in as you go. So we recommend using a black eyeliner. Brown eyeliner is not appropriate for stage, it's just not impactful enough. You can use a liquid liner, you can use a pencil liner. The one I have here is usually best. It's a pencil, a roll-up pencil, so I don't have to carry around a sharpener with me. So you're going to begin by applying the liner to the inside of the eye and working your way out. You're just gonna hold on to the edge of the eye and pull tightly. She's gonna tilt her head back slightly, and I'm just gonna come in under the lash line. This is always the toughest one to do, so you wanna make sure that they stay looking up and away from the pencil. The next thing that we're going to do is apply our eyelashes. In order to apply my eyelashes, I'm going to need two things, the eyelashes and some adhesive glue. Placing the glue on my hand has helped to already dry the glue somewhat, helps to control how much you're applying to the lash. You don't end up with big clumps or eyelids that are stuck together. Okay, I'm going to get Alana to close her eye. I'm going to begin by laying the lash as close as I can to the inside of her eyelid, and then working my way to the outside. I'm just going to get her to hold her eye closed. I'm going to use a little stick or Q-tip will do. Press the lash down into the lash line. Okay, and after about 30 seconds, I'm going to get Alana to open up her eye for me. If the eyelash that you're intending to use is too big for the dancer's eye, you may trim the eyelashes. Just be sure that you're trimming from the outside of the lash and not the inside. The inside is where the shortest lashes can be found, and the outside is where the longest lashes can be found. So we're going to trim the outside to match the width of the dancer's eye. So if there's excess on the end, I'm just going to trim that bit off, and then I would stick it down onto the eye. The final step in our makeup application is applying our lipstick. So for this, we're going to use MAC, a Russian red lipstick. I'm gonna apply the lipstick today with a brush. If the dancer that you're applying the lipstick to has smaller lips, you're gonna wanna use a lip liner. If not, no lip liner is required. So I'm gonna start by just gently swiping my brush along the lipstick. And I'm gonna get the dancer to do a bit of a half smile for me, no teeth. Elena already has a chapstick applied to her lips. If the lips are dry, you're going to want to use a really light chapstick or a Vaseline on the lips so that the lipstick doesn't flake off. So I'm going to begin by applying the lipstick to the center of the lip and working my way out. And I'm going to get her to do an even tighter fake smile so the lips are pulled right to the sides. Once the lipstick has been applied, you're going to apply a bit of gloss to the center of the lip. This once again will help to prevent flaking or dryness on the dancer's mouth when they're performing. And rub your lips together for me, please. Thank you. This is the final product of the Sandra Amodio Dance Studio full-time and part-time competitive team makeup look. Thanks for tuning in and best of luck at the upcoming competitive season.